Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking this week at some very common mistakes that we're seeing you guys make. Today specifically, we're going to look at the 3 misses on the serve that are making you guys hit the ball too far, getting it past the service box. All right, so let's hop into it. The first thing, and this is probably the one that I think is the most common, is that the toss doesn't get out in front of you guys. It's a little bit behind you, and you guys are all solid players, so I know we're not talking about the toss that's, way back here, but the inch and 2-inch difference between something that works and something that's directly above me, if not a little behind me, is going to produce that miss where the ball just sails. There's nothing I can do to recover the ball to get it down. And the reason for that is that as you guys go up to hit and the racket's on its way to the ball, if we don't get out in front, you guys can see the racket angle, and while again it's just slight, is going to be open. So what is going to occur there except the ball taking off upward and going too far? All right, so be very careful. Make sure that you guys are not tossing that ball even directly above you. We've got to get that ball, hopefully a foot out in front of you. But if it's only a couple inches out in front, you guys are still in a position where you can get this ball down into the court. The stuff that's on top of you and slightly behind you, it's just I'm seeing that serve miss over and over, and it's always past the service line. All right, secondly, also to do with the toss, is that little delay that I sometimes see occur where you guys go up through a good motion, and for one reason or another, you just wait a little bit too long. And as the ball's dropping, the swinging arm does not get a chance to get to full extension. And you guys want to remember, when we get to full extension, the racket angle is always going to be down most likely. If there's a slight dip in that elbow where the elbow starts to bend, the racket angle doesn't end up shutting as much. You guys can see it. I go from full extension, where that racket starts to close, to letting the ball drop just ever so slightly. There's that bend in the elbow, and the racket angle's a little bit open. That ball's always almost going to go out. So you guys have to do a good job, if you're tossing to a nice height, of making sure you're not delaying contact too long, where that comes into question, where the racket angle's just not getting shut, okay? And then there's some of you out there that still need some toss work, and you have a similar issue. You're just not getting the ball to a good enough height to begin with. All right, so think about it. If I get the ball up and it doesn't give me a chance to get to full extension, and that elbow's slightly bent, again, we're dealing with the same problem. We just got to it in a different way. We never got that ball high enough to allow the strings to close. And I don't think this is an issue with so many of you as it is that ball that gets high enough and we have a delay. But regardless, we've got to make sure we're putting that racket into our strike zone on the serve where the arm is outstretched, because that's what's going to produce the ball that gets down into the court enough, not sailing long. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you guys have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. As well as check below me in the description of this video. You guys will find the link to 3 free courses that Mark and I have put together. I think you guys will find those extremely helpful. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon.